All right, welcome back. We are children in Kokiri. In Kokiri.
One more time.
Yeah. Welcome back. We are in Kokiri Village, and I totally didn't have to do that 3 times.
I'm keeping that in.
Oh yeah, you totally are. Oy vey. Yes, welcome to the Game Queue After Dark. And by that I mean I'm curled up in a blanket in front of my computer.
Yeah, because we're playing at 9 o'clock at night. Not the fact that this video is going to come out at 6 in the morning.
Yeah. So cozy up, grab your blanket, and come along with us on our journey as a child, where I believe we just finished up the unwaking nightmare that is the water temple, and we are now utilizing speed, well,
no, not really.
Suboptimal speedrun stats.
The waking nightmare that is the water temple, and going to the real nightmare that is the shadow temple, which feels rather appropriate since we're heading into spooky Halloween season.
Yes, indeed. Yeah,
I don't know if I'm gonna get there before dark, but whatever.
I don't know where the sun is, and honestly, we would waste time looking for it.
No,
so.
I didn't want to do that.
Well, not speaking of wasting time.
I never want to talk to you, Navi.
Yeah, it's a shame. She wants to talk to you.
She always wants to talk to me.
She dialing them numbers. Yeah, we'll get there before nightfall. Piece of cake. Yeah, so...
I'm surprised.
Yeah. We must have, left or gotten onto Hyrule Fuel, at dawn.
Link was hustling from his bed. He's ready to go. Ready to start the day.
Indeed. As we should all strive to be, although there are some times where those days are hard. Yeah, have you... Because I remember one particular Halloween when we were in college where you had a fantastic Halloween costume.
When?
But when you dressed up as Prince.
Oh, God, I forgot about that. Yeah, back in college.
How could you forget? That was amazing. But yeah, is Halloween a big thing for you, especially now that you have a kid? Is it?
I suppose it is. I guess it is now. Yeah, I mean, it was never really big for me in college because we dressed up for, the improv troupe, right?
Right. Oh yeah, that's
so
right.
we would have the Halloween show where we'd all dress up. But other than that, I wasn't really big into it as a kid.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't either, honestly.
A down, up, A down. Is that the one I want? Yeah. No. Is that the one I want?
Right? No, you want the Song of Storms.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you want to make it go haywire, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Try that again. And perfect rhythm too.
So it was never really a big holiday for me. I just dressed up because of the improv troupe because it was a cool thing to do since the whole troupe did it.
Right.
But there was a point, even after college, where it stopped being a big thing.
Right, I don't remember the last time that I got dressed up for Halloween.
Yeah.
It's probably been more than 20 years, if not more.
I mean, for me, it was college when we were doing the improv troupe. But now I will be dressed up for Halloween. We have a costume between the family.
Of course,
it's a thing now, and especially with, I mean, at least for the first couple years where Naya is just still young.
Right.
I'm sure when she reaches I don't know, 8, 9 or something like that, she'll want to do her own thing and not want to dress up, as a family costume with mom and dad. But at least for the first couple years, now that she knows what's going on, and we can dress her up, and she won't just try to tear it all off.
Yeah.
we can at least do the wrong button. Gotta retrain myself for playing the Xbox.
Yeah, Halloween was never a big thing because I'm not a big fan of horror, and while fall is my favorite season, growing up in a small town in rural New Hampshire, there wasn't really a whole lot of opportunity to go trick-or-treating unless you drove places.
Yeah, I mean, growing up in Manchester, where we did,
I forgot that was a fake wall.
Yeah, I get used to a lot of the fake walls. It's going to happen a lot with the Shadow Temple stuff.
Glad you're piloting.
The big thing in Manchester was
That thing's metal.
they did Halloween on a Sunday. It wasn't like on Halloween, so trick-or-treating was on a Sunday at like 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So it really wasn't spooky. Like, you know me, I love horror. Like, I have no problem with horror at all. But, oh, damn it.
Oh, well, that was... Oh, my God. Yeah, I never...
Ah!
We can kill
away.
those, right?
I think so, but the last time I tried to, remember I, like... Oh, of course I can't.
Yeah. You gotta actually, like, go pick it up.
It's fine.
Man, this place sucks.
It's not too long. It's kind of similar to the Ice Cavern.
Oh, like the Ice Cavern, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take that long to get through. I mean, this is not the Shadow Temple, mind you.
Right. Hello, Zomble.
So, you know, I love horror movies.
Yeah.
But for, you know, where I grew up, Halloween wasn't really like a nighttime-based spooky thing.
Right.
It was, all right, it's Sunday before Halloween. For 3 hours while the sun's out, you guys can all go trick-or-treating in your local neighborhoods. And, like, that was it. Like, it was just an excuse to go door by door to grab candy.
Mm-hmm.
But, like,
Interesting.
It wasn't like a, you know, all the communities are going to, you know, put cool stuff on their porches, and we're all going to have fun being spooky. And,
right.
you know, it
just,
didn't have that kind of
designated
macabre.
trick-or-treat time.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It didn't have that kind of macabre feel that you normally associate with Halloween.
Right.
Go away. Go away. Go away.
Eep. Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, because, like, I remember, like, when I had my house and, like, being in a neighborhood for, like, the first time, and I'm like, oh, man, like, this is going to be so exciting. Like, I'll have the ability to, like, actually provide for trick-or-treats and be, like, the cool house on the block and, you know, have, like, full-size candy bars, you know, the works. And I did that.
The house with the full-size candy bars.
Oh, yeah. Like, I was gonna make some friends in the neighborhood and be known as the cool house. And I did all that. I went all the way out to the nines for all of that, and no one showed up. There was not a soul. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
I mean,
man, I'm like, and like, I don't know what, you know, candy bars kids like, so I got a little bit of everything. And the problem was that I ate all the ones I liked afterwards, and then, like, I had, like, a bunch of, like, I don't know, like, I'm not really a huge fan of Snickers bars, which I know, unpopular opinion, don't at me. But, like, I had a bunch of Snickers, and I'm like, what the hell do I even do with these? Like, at the time I was working from home, I couldn't bring them into an office.
It's interesting because Halloween is definitely one of those holidays where if you're in the right neighborhood, you can find some killer houses where people are, like, all, like, they all dress up and they do cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like, but then other neighborhoods where if no one's really into it, then it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
No one's really doing anything with it.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
where we live right now, last year for Halloween, we put Naya in the stroller and just kind of walked around. So, like, we still trick-or-treated.
Yeah.
We just kind of did it with her, you know, her on the stroller. But, so we're in, like, the little cul-de-sac, right? But there's like a through road to get to another neighborhood. And that neighborhood was, that neighborhood is pretty badass. Like, they've got a decent amount of, like, houses that fully deck out. Like, I think there were, like, 3 different houses that had their versions of, whatchamacallit, like haunted houses. Like, they had,
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, like, they had tents set up, and you could walk through the driveway and into the garage, and, like, they'd have these little scary rooms, and I'm like, this is pretty badass.
Yeah, no one ever had anything. Oh, great.
That's exactly what I wanted out of a chest. A nut.
Yeah, there was never anything, like, crazy like that. Like, really at any point, like, whether it be for like the holidays or for Halloween. But like I remember when I was a kid, like when I was growing up in the Midwest, like we would
Thanks, Navi.
watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling.
She says
Didn't
right
we just
before it
kill
literally-
one?
right before it fell down.
Wallmaster, I think.
Oh, all right. Well, that's where the hole is. Thanks.
Later, nerd. But yeah, like I remember, like in the Midwest, we would like go cruising in the burbs to during the holidays to go check out all the houses that have been decked out. That definitely ain't it.
I don't even know if it's the right one I should be playing.
I mean, we have our book of Hyrulean standards for Ocarina in C, so
That's what I wanted.
one of them will work.
I mean, it's fairly good odds that if you stand on the Triforce,
Oh
you need
yeah,
to
and
play you need to play Zelda song.
Yeah. Hey, what is down here? What did that do?
I can't remember. Well,
Of course. Ow.
damn it.
Oh, we're back here.
Yeah.
This 100...
Welcome to the hellhole.
Yeah, this 100% reminds me of like 3 different places in EverQuest.
In EverQuest?
Yeah,
Wow.
EverQuest.
You're the second person that's referenced EverQuest this month.
Am I really?
Yeah.
Huh, we don't even know each other. Probably. Yeah, I used to... I mean, I played on some of the progression servers with one of my friends, and
Well,
I'm definitely glad we had some of those quality of life improvements, but good lord, you have never seen a grind like there is in EverQuest. Like, good god. Like, it's fun, the people are mostly cool, and I had fun with it, but it's just, it is a time sink. You have to, like, to be in, oh boy.
damn it.
To be in raid shape for that game, like, you have to go, like, every single time, and you have to, earn your DKP, your Dragon Kill points.
Dragon kill points?
Yep, because raid loot is randomly dropped, and when you have 60 some odd people in a raid, clearly not everyone can get something. And so what you do is if you participate in a raid, you get DKP, which you can then use to bid on items that you want that drop from the raid bosses.
That just sounds like a terrible structure.
Yeah, it kind of is, because, like, if you're not hardcore and don't play, every single time that they offer it, like, what are you going to do? Like, and that was kind of my problem, was, like, I have a few other games I play, the big one being, Destiny 2 is,
Destiny
like,
2.
my big game. And, like, between that and playing, some of the other games that I wanted to play, I just could not keep up. And so I was always, like, and also ran in these things, and, like...
I think that kind of mentality, like that MMO kind of mentality is why I never really got into MMOs. Think about, like, hearing you talk about EverQuest is, I think, a lot of the same way that people talked about WoW.
Yeah,
and
I'm not
just like,
really selling it, am I?
I don't need you to, right? But, like, I look at other things out there, like Elder Scrolls Online, or... Final Fantasy 14.
Like, I've heard it's pretty good.
Like MMOs that I know I could dive into single player and still be able to experience it like 90%. But then I think of the stuff that like you're referencing, I'm just like, man, that's not what this experience needs to be.
That
like
sounds
I don't
like a giant pain in the ass.
Yeah, right? Like you need to be playing constantly. You just can't like jump in whenever you want and do your thing. Like like that does not sound like fun. God damn it.
Yeah, they're like I was trying to do the epic weapon quest for my class in EverQuest, and like it is literally like a 30-something step quest, and like there are some things that only one enemy drops them. They spawn only every so frequently, and they only drop it every so often.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
And like
I just
so it's just something that for a few hours, you're just going to sit there and spawn camp this thing in an open world, and you just kind of hope that no one else needs to do the same thing at the same time.
Which, if you're playing an MMO, chances are there is going to be someone else who needs to do the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, and so
they're going through the same process as you are.
Yeah, and then you have sometimes, legions of bots that just multi-box, they call it, 6 characters, where they have 6 computers or 6 virtual machines all playing EverQuest, and they basically have one player or one character be the main one, and then the other 5 just on follow commands, and you just see them rampage through stuff, and most of the boxers that I bet were kind of jerks. And they're just like, well, guess what? You may be trying to form a group here, but I have more people, and I don't care.
Yeah.
And...
yeah, and that's that. Again, you ain't selling it. Not that I need you to, but man, like that's the kind of mentality and the kind of focus that just completely broke. Like the reason why I never got into MMOs, because I hear people talk about doing that stuff, and I'm like, but that's not. That doesn't sound like fun. That sounds like work and a lot of frustration.
And in a lot of sense, it kind of was. I mean, I did have fun with it most of the time.
Damn it.
Because I was hanging out with my friends.
Yeah.
Dang it. But at the same token, like, it's like, oh, we're going to the spider cavern again.
Yeah.
It's like, could we kill anything other than spiders? And, like, the level grind in EverQuest is so awful. Ouch.
Bats.
And, I mean, you really can't play the game solo because, like, the game is meant for you to pair up with other... or to group up with other players because, like, I played a paladin, and a paladin's great at buffs, but they're not the best. They're more of a tank. Hey. Yeah. And the problem with the tank is that you're not DPS. You're supposed to take the hits for the people that are, because they can't take hits. And then you need to have some other class that's buffing you and making sure you're, like,
Yeah, so teamwork is in many ways required.
Yeah, and some people...
for success.
Yeah, and and you have people that have been playing the game for 25-something years that know it like the back of their hand, and I'm in here, having played for like a year, and I'm like, no, I don't know what the hell is going on.
I was just going to say that it sounds like, it reminds me of like those scenarios that where like you jump into fresh, you're trying to learn, but you're also thrown into it with a bunch of people who know exactly what the hell they're doing, and they're going to let you know about it rather rudely, right? That like, how do you not know this? I mean, that was like my first experience doing any kind of multiplayer. Well, not any kind of multiplayer, I guess. When I was doing the first time I ever it was in a LAN party. Because most of my co-op it was Halo. Most of my co-op multiplayer experience has always been couch co-op, which is the way that I prefer it, right? I always like to joke that, like, if I'm going to play co-op with you, I want to be able to reach across the room and slap you in the face when you do something dumb.
Yeah. You screen-looking rocket whore.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go here.
Why not?
But I remember, like, back in high school, I joined a LAN party. Ow. And...
hey, Gold Skulltella.
I remember... so I had a buddy that worked at like an indoor driving range. And his boss let him, after they closed at like 6 or 7 or something like that, he let him use the facility for the LAN party. So it was actually kind of badass because like we were playing Halo on these giant ass screens.
Yeah, which, holy crap.
Yeah, so I think there were... oh, did I just come in here for nothing?
No, you got a Gold Skulltella.
Yeah, but I wanted a key. I just wasted a key.
You didn't waste a key. You got a Gold Skulltella.
I don't want a Gold Skulltella.
I mean, now we need to find another key, but
God damn it! That's what that was my point.
We could find another key. What's in that chest?
I don't know.
Can we even get to that chest?
Not easily, because there's a hole. I don't remember how to get there, honestly. I mean, there's got to be a hole.
Yeah, like there's a hole there.
There's got to be another entrance somewhere.
Yeah. Like right there.
Oh. There we go.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's gonna
So-
be a freaking compass. I know it.
Not only was this my first LAN party, but this is also the first time I'm ever playing Halo, and the first time I'm ever playing the original Xbox.
Was it with
So-
the? Did you at least have the better controller, or did you have the original Duke controller?
Oh, it was the original one, right? Like
Oh,
the
the
controller
Duke?
was
Yeah.
it was a mile long. So
Yeah.
this is a whole thing of first. So I'm excited to get into it. And the first game I played, I was getting annihilated. Like they were
Yeah,
destroying
you're just getting
me,
shoved into a locker. Yeah.
which is expected, right?
right.
But all the guys there, like, not all of them. I won't say all of them because it wasn't all of them, but a good chunk of them were like, they're just like,
Get
you
good,
fucking noob, like get killed. Like, how do you suck so bad? And I'm just like, guys, this is literally
held one of these fucking.
this is not only the first time I played Halo, but the first time I held an Xbox controller. Like,
Yeah, get back.
you're not cool by mocking me. Like, what?
Yeah,
like,
way to be a gatekeeper. Like,
right? Like, and that was my first experience, kind of playing large scale multiplayer stuff. And
yeah, and it sours you on it.
yeah, and even when we were in college, and I used to watch you play like Call of Duty. I think it was
Oh,
COD
yeah.
2 you were playing once.
It was COD Blops 2. Yeah.
You
'Cause I
were
was playing it with my brother. Yeah.
You were doing like a King of the Hill map. I remember this very, very
Something like
clearly.
that, Yeah.
You were playing a King of the Hill map, and you had a teammate that was coming up to you. Friendly fire was off, but you were
Yep.
playing
Because
King
otherwise,
of the
no
Hill.
one would be able to do anything.
Right. And you had a teammate that was running up to you and like fake shooting you. And I'm like, what's he doing? He's like, he's just upset that I'm not going out to kill the enemy. And I'm like, but you're capturing the hill.
Yep.
Like you're doing the objective.
Yep.
If he wants to just run around and kill people, he can play a death match. Like what? And it was just like this moment where I'm like, but you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And it was just this whole mentality of like, these people are just in it for themselves, and that even
Yeah.
in a game that's requiring some level of teamwork and camaraderie, they can't do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to be a part of that, you know?
No, and it's why like I don't usually play a lot of PvP stuff, like even in Destiny. I have to be in a
God.
Man, you thought the water temple was bad. I mean, it is, but good grief.
I mean, at least I know where I'm going, what I'm doing.
Right, but it's just
I'm not
it'd be nice if there
confused.
was. Right, I mean, it would be
I just
nice
need
if
to
there
get-
was some way to like know that there's a hole in the ground.
Oh, there he is. I just don't have the lens of truth yet.
Do we get that here?
Yeah.
Of course we do. But unfortunately, until we get it, we're just gonna
Until we get it, I have to avoid the holes, yes.
which basically means a shit ton of trial and error. Fantastic.
Yeah. But we've found most of the holes at this point.
That's true. Yeah, we totally on purpose too.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, I was doing that for your sake, so you knew where all the holes were.
Yeah. We're doing it for the viewers. Consider this your walkthrough of the dungeon under the well. You're welcome. But yeah, like PvP in Destiny, like I have to be in a mood for it. And
I mean,
also I have to be playing with my friends.
PvP in those kinds of games is always intriguing to me. I don't know where I went to follow the hole. I'm just going to go this direction.
Yeah, don't go straight.
Gah!
Can you look up?
Yes. Oh god, there's 3 of them.
Okay.
So that was right.
Yeah, so we fell in that one on the right side, that one on the left side.
That one was first, and then that one was next.
Second, and then it looks like there's one ahead. So be careful around the chest in there, I guess. Yeah.
PvP
Here
in
we
those
go again.
games. PvP in those games is always intriguing to me because, I've played Counter-Strike and I've done this and that, and then
Oh yeah. Counter-Strike's.
and I'll get offed, and then I'll kind of look, because the games will always show you like, oh, this is who killed you and this is what they killed you with, and I'll look at it, I'm like, you killed me at like 300 yards away with a pistol.
Yep.
And there's no reasonable way that any human can actually do that. And I think it's the fact that there are so many people who hack And
Yeah.
while the companies go after them and do this and that to boot them out, there's just so many of them that they can't keep up with them. Like, there's just so many people that do all the hacks and do all that shit and
and
aren't
there are
consistently
ways,
caught.
Yeah, there are ways around it, and like Bungie actually fairly recently did they sued a cheat maker who was
I didn't want to do that. That's on me. That was on me.
who was selling cheats for Destiny, and Bungie basically said, "Look, you need to stop doing this, or we're going to take you to court." And the guy basically said, "Bet." And yeah, he didn't win. There was also the other nerd who was threatening like the ex-community manager of Bungie and Destiny. Was like making death threats against the community manager and his family.
Yeah, that's a little extreme.
Oh, it's a little extreme. It's incredibly extreme.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
And Bungie sued him, and he had to pay like $250,000 in damages.
Holy shit!
Because it's like, yes, you can have criticism, but when you start crossing the line into threatening physical harm and death against someone in their family, that's fucked up.
Oh yeah, that's a whole different.
No reason to do that.
Yeah,
None
that's a whole
at all.
different. That's a whole different level.
Yeah, that is just fucked up. And when I heard that, I'm like, good. Like, I can't even believe we have to be saying that. Like,
yeah, that has to be
don't
a point of
threaten people.
Yeah.
For doing their fucking job.
No. Oh.
And we just really like this acid pit, huh?
I'm trying to. I don't feel confident going back into that laser room.
I mean, we don't really have a choice, do we?
Yeah, I don't think we do.
You know, we could do a thing that we haven't done yet.
Oh no, we avoided looking at walkthroughs.
No, not the walkthrough.
What?
Rewind. We can rewind on the N64 emulator on the Switch, right?
Right?
I
think so.
Yeah, like ZR, right?
Can't remember, honestly.
Yeah. Nope, not that one. Maybe you have to hold it. Yeah, ZLZR and hold. Maybe not. Maybe it's different on the N64 because it actually uses those things. I don't remember. We don't need it. We got this.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about walkthroughs.
Oh, no.
No, don't suck me in.
Actually.
No, because then I lose shit. I mean, I can get it back when I kill him, but
right.
I don't want to risk anything. I don't feel that risky. And that reasonably wouldn't be the way to get through, is to get sucked through by an enemy through the gate.
Would that actually work?
Probably not.
Dang.
Okay.
Right, so not straight ahead. And not to the right, but I reckon if you go sort of middle and then left, you should be able to get it.
Ow.
Ow.
Thanks.
Beamos. Beamo. Well, I really wish we had the lens of truth.
Yeah. I was trying to break the, Damn it.
Beamo. Are you trying to hit the thing? Oh, you're trying to like see where the hole is.
I'm trying to fake my way through to see if I can find where the holes are. Nope.
Well,
I don't know if I can really get through there without the lens of truth.
Well, I guess we should get that then. But yeah, like going back to the discussion.
By the way, I need to point out that the flowers in here are actually hands coming up from the acid.
Oh yeah, I noticed. It's both spooky and metal.
It's metal.
But yeah, like going back to to Destiny and the PvP side of things, I never go out of my way to do it on my own. But if I have like a group of friends that I can play with, I will sometimes do that. And I have to be in a mood. And one thing I've learned is that I have to stop myself before I stop having fun.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, there have been times where I'm just like, fuck this, and
yeah.
I just quit.
Nope, that's entirely fair.
Like, just getting completely tilted, and that's not fun for anybody, especially me. So,
I definitely, a few years ago, I had a group of friends from work, and we did, I'm gonna fall because I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Of course. All right, hold on.
At least we're at the pots to get some more health.
Can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're gonna have to go walk through here for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Can you look up where I actually get the lens of truth? Because the further I get in here, the more I'm thinking that I actually don't get it in here.
Yes.
And while you're looking that up, I was pretty into Battlefield 1 that I played with a couple of work buddies, and it was a lot of fun when we jumped on together, right? When we were all playing together as a group. There were like 3 or 4 of us. It was a lot of fun. And there were points where I would actually actively come home and be like, hey, guys want to jump on a server and play for a little bit? Which is like the first and only time I've ever had that kind of sense and feeling when playing on something online.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember there was like one time I played and I jumped on myself and I'm like, I'm just going to play a little while before the other guys get free. Mm-hmm. And like, I just couldn't do it. Like, I was getting destroyed by guys. Like, I basically felt like I was just getting whacked across with a frying pan every single time I ran somewhere. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. That's different from every other time I played, but I can't do this without anybody else.
Yeah. Have we killed Dead Hand yet? I
Yes.
don't think we have.
Oh, no.
We have.
No, I smacked him around and then he fell down one of the holes. That's how I got the lens of truth.
No, that was Wallmaster. We need to kill, like, Dead Hand, the boss.
Oh, this.
Yeah, that guy. We need to kill him.
I found it.
Good. Well.
Hey, I don't need to walk through.
No, we just needed to know that Dead Hand was... Oh, God. That was a lot of blood, but I don't think that hurt. Ew, it disputed poop. That doesn't hurt you, does it? It didn't look like it did.
No, I think they just... Although I think
they just hold you. Yeah. Oop. Bombs ain't it.
Ow.
Ow, my face. Oh. Yeah. Take it to the face! I know, sometimes PvP is fun in Destiny, and other times it's not. Like a couple of weekends ago, there was a small weapon crafting bug that allowed people to blend weapons together that should never be blended, like an auto rifle and a shotgun with exotic perks, and that really fucked shit up. Yeah, that was a wild weekend.
Come on.
I played some other games.
Stop it. Stop it.
Stop holding me. Bend your head down, please.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
Break it on down.
Ow.
Oh. I hit your hand. And those things are more annoying than painful, aren't they?
Yeah, they don't actually hurt you. They just kind of hold you still.
Hi, bend down, please. My chin!
Oh, starting to doubt myself there.
Yeah, I felt like we were just going in circles there for a bit, but we got the lens of truth. We
got a thing.
Mm-hmm. Mysterious things are hidden everywhere. Be sure to try to use it outside of the well. Seeing the truth will cost magic power. Ah, crap, that's right.
Yeah, it does. It's okay. That's okay. Where is it? Nope.
And hey-
Nope, still not. There we go.
There we go. Hey, our item slots are all
Wah!
full. Hey. We got a key. No, huge rupee.
Are they? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I
guess
mean,
that's
we need a
true.
couple of...
Missing a couple bottles, missing a couple of arrows, then missing a
Yeah.
couple of...
Yeah, we need... what is it? Feyor's Wind and...
I don't remember the third one. I never remember the third one. That's okay. Wah!
We got
I
Din's
jump around
We
you.
got the fire attack. That's cool.
Yeah, we got Din's fire.
Yeah, what the hell is...
I don't remember the third one,
Yeah,
honestly.
I don't either.
Wah, wah. Alrighty.
But yeah, one of the big things for me with PvP and Destiny was like, I constantly felt like I didn't have weapons that were like good enough.
Yeah.
And once I realized that there were a couple of exotic weapons that I could use
Ow.
that were
Ow.
ow that were good, I used those, and then I'm like, oh, these things tend to work, and I just kind of went from there. And now I have some loadouts that I really like, and when the homies want to get together and slay out, we sometimes do that. Although I'm more of a PvE person. That's just more fun to me.
Yeah, same.
Because, well, those AI critters don't have any feelings. And they don't care how many times you shove them in a locker. You had the lens of truth.
I didn't think there was a hole there.
You've fallen down it like 4 times.
I mean, technically we can leave because we have the lens of truth.
But there's something in that,
I want
that
that
laser
chest,
eye
damn it.
room.
There's probably
Yeah.
nothing in it, or there's probably rubies that we can't actually pick up, but I want it.
I swear,
Falling
it's
down-
if it's a huge rupee, I just don't know.
I mean, there's nothing else for us. There's nothing for us to spend our money on.
Right. Although we have enough Skulltula coins, we should probably see if we can get the big wallet.
We have
many
the
do we
big wallet.
have?
Well, we have like the medium.
Oh, we
wallet, I
need the
guess.
like huge wallet.
I don't
How
think we
many
have
of those
nearly
do
enough
we
to do that.
have?
31.
31.
So we probably could
Like-
use something there.
Yeah, we
I
can
think
get
the big
something
wallet.
for our efforts.
I think that big wallet's like 50. I want to say.
Is it 50 or is it 30?
No, I think it's 50 because I think 20 is where we got like the medium-sized wallet, or like 15 or something.
Oh, okay.
don't-
I just looked up the Gold Skulltula rewards, and I can tell you if you want.
I mean, we'll be there. Not in.
I mean, yeah,
we
but
can find out. I don't think that's necessarily something we need to ruin for the audience because we're in Kakariko Village essentially. We'll get there
yeah,
in
that's true. All right,
a couple of minutes.
we can.
Oh, I could have just stayed on the sideline there.
Oh, well, guess so. Well, good news there.
Ow.
Ouch! My face. Huge rupee. Calling it. Oh.
Well, what the?
Well, that was worth our time.
Ah.
Oh God, you. This is gonna be a huge rupee.
No, no.
There's definitely a gold Skulltula in here.
There was a gold Skulltula in here, so there we go. I did that for a gold Skulltula.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's
whatever the nuts is in the chest.
It's probably a Deku stick. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, it's $5.
I don't feel too bad about that.
Doodle-doo.
Oop, that's not what I want to do.
It's okay. Let's practice swing. Ow. Ah. You destroyed a gold Skulltula. Here's a
Damn
coin.
right I did.
It's like the gold Skulltula challenge coins.
I don't really want that one.
Yeah, we have
I don't know.
We
I
got
don't know how
what
to
we
get there.
came for. Fuck this place. Let's go be adults so we can have
Woo!
all of our
Oh
good
my
gear.
God.
Oh God, lasers and fire bats. This place really is hell.
You know, it's funny. I don't really... So out of all the dungeons, right, and obviously, I've been very vocal with the fact that, I wish that the water temple would just die a fiery, fiery death.
Or if there was a giant skip button on it.
That too, yeah. I don't know how to get to that other chest.
Nah. Who needs
Later hand. But out of all the dungeons, the Shadow Temple, which I never had a problem with, I don't really remember much of it.
I don't either. I think it was because I was just so angry. Well, I said I liked the water temple, and now I'm starting to question as to why.
Well, you mentioned that you like the fight with Dark Link.
Right,
Which I get. A lot of people do. Dark Link, to me,
you did not.
I just think it's a cheap fight. I don't know, because he just mimics you.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're Z-targeting him.
Right.
To me, it's just a spammy fight. There's really no... The strategy is don't Z-target him, right? That's the strategy.
And even then, we still got our ass kicked and had to use
Well, that's because I forgot that I had to untarget him.
Well, even still, without that, we still died. We just got
better. You can just... You're better at hitting him. But even if I did think it was a great fight, it's
the
still...
rest of it kind of brings it down. Not gonna lie.
It's still 5% of the temple.
Yeah. House of Skulltula.
So I think this is the first dude we talked to, because I think they go in a ring.
Please save my other brothers.
Yeah. Oop, nope.
Hi.
So we get anything from you? The curse has been broken. Here's a reward for you.
Hey, giant wallet.
Hey, sweet.
Up to 500 rupees.
I'll take that.
What about you?
I'll take that. I didn't realize that the giant's wallet was that early.
The Stone of Agony.
Let me bust out that rumble pack.
I mean, we have the... I mean, you're using a Pro Controller, right? I presume.
I was gonna say, I'm always rumbling.
Also, I never realized that the Stone of Agony looks like a rumble pack.
Yeah, I mean, when you need to use the rumble pack in N64 games, they don't really hide the fact that you need to use a rumble pack.
Yeah.
It's a rumble pack.
Also, remember how heavy that friggin' thing was?
The rumble pack? I think I still have one somewhere. I have all my old accessories somewhere in a basket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I probably have a couple of controller packs.
Yeah, I definitely had a controller pack because I used it with Perfect Dark. It literally is just a rumble pack.
No, that's not the one. No, I don't need Prelude of Light. I need... Or do I need Prelude? No, I do need Prelude of Light. Up, right, left, up. Nope.
Let's not threaten the villagers. There you go.
I had to think about it for a second. Wait, what am I doing?
Warp to the Temple of Time. Here we go. This game is great. The graphics haven't aged well, but this game is great.
I don't mind the graphics. I mean, obviously they're dated, but we got to think at this point that this game is nearly 30 years old.
I didn't need that, but you're right.
So, just keep that in perspective. I think for something that's nearly 30 years old, I think it looks perfectly fine.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really say much of anything because I was playing Metroid. Well, Metroid Zero Mission.
Same difference.
And
you were playing Metroid.
The original Metroid was for the NES, and Zero Mission is the remake on the GBA.
Yeah, but it's the same game.
It is slightly different, actually, which I didn't know. There's some stuff that is not available in the NES game that they've added to the Zero Mission game. But yeah, Metroid came out in on the NES August 15, 1987. That's before I was born.
I was going to say, I was also not born yet. In the meantime, though, to the future!
To adulthood. Here we go!